All right. It's that time. It's time for Beyond Sight and Sound. Let's do this.
Hey boys and girls, we are going to talk about S&W shooters and prospectors. What is S&W shooters and prospectors?
We at S&W Shooters and Prospectors help people find treasure.
Did you say treasure?
Yes, treasure. Just listen to this amazing review from our happy customer, Jackie Sparrow.
Chocolate ship shape and a pleasure to deal with. I was able to buy everything that I needed at prices that were shillings less than others. I found my 9 pieces of 8 in no time. Savvy?
I know you're asking yourself, why should I shop at S&W Shooter and Prospectors?
Chuck Smalley has over 45 years of metal detecting experience. He works with each customer one-on-one to customize their setup to match their skill level.
So if you always dreamt of being a pirate, contact Chuck at S&W Shooters and Prospectors and he'll dig up a great deal for you.
iPads and rum not included.
Caution. Please do not operate motor vehicles or power equipment while under the influence of this show. Listening to this show could cause side effects such as bouts of laughter, violent binges of cabin fever, and even dreams of silver and gold. Please be advised. Now that the fine print is out of the way, on with the show. All right, the fine print's out of the way. It's time to roll with the show. We're back. And it's it's amazing sometimes the technical difficulties that you can have, but have them out of the way in time for the show. Definitely. So let's get Chuck in here real quick. There's Chuck. How goes it, sir?
Cold.
Yeah.
No other explanation. Cold.
Yeah, it is that. The market's staying warm, though.
Randy DeMario was talking. It's so cold. Hey, Randy.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Hey, Ted. Yeah, they're rolling in.
Yeah, they are.
We got a guest on. See if anybody did their homework.
Yeah, got a couple few giveaways. People are gonna have to be listening.
Yes, they are.
Paying attention. Oh, and I don't know. I haven't been back to the YouTube side. I don't know. Dennis may have it in the chat. Platinum's 23.85.40 on the start of the show. Silver's 94.48. We broke 94 finally.
Yep.
Gold's dipped a little bit. It's 46.87.80, and I saw it right there, just a few cents shy of 5K. 47, 4700
Yep. It's bounced.
right before the show, but it's came back down a little bit.
Yep.
Not much, but a little bit.
Yeah, we got the crew in here tonight. Hey, Phil, how you doing, buddy? I think Kevin's in here too. Mark's a lot. How you doing, buddy? So it'll
They're
be
probably
fun.
all fired up. They can't get out and dig.
Yeah, dig. It's going to take dynamite.
Unless they want to dig snow.
No, they're talking next week, damn it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's not good.
Thunderstorm. Kevin's got cabin fever. Well, it's time to clean up those finds, Kevin.
Don't we all?
Oh, boy.
Speaking of cleaning up finds, apparently it all worked out for the best that we had Tim on this Sunday instead of last Sunday, because it gave him time to clean up everything.
Yeah, he said that. Yes, he did.
I don't know if he's going to be showing any of that or not, but we'll see what happens.
Are rolling in.
Yeah. Yes, they
Jason's
are.
in.
And we'll be able to cover more on gold and silver maybe Wednesday. Yeah, it'll be interesting, though, to see what Tim's thoughts are on it, too.
Yep. I went down, visited the favorite shop, and did some swapping and trading, and they treated me pretty well. That was good.
Yeah, you didn't hurt yourself.
No, just repositioning things that needed to be done. ORH wants to see Tim's nuggets. Oh, okay.
I'm not touching that.
No. So, yeah. So, but, yeah, we had a good time. And we may get him on the show here shortly.
Yeah, that's right. People may want to stay tuned. We may have some different perspectives coming up on what's been going on with everything.
I talked to his wife. She said she won't get on. She'll be off on the side, but he loves to get on. We're going to get him on and talk about it. I supplied Josh some pictures of the shop, and there is no shortage of silver there, and he has had no problems getting silver. None.
Yep. She said she'll be right behind him for support. Way behind him.
Way behind him. So, but anyway, we got our buddy in, Tim, Illinois digger, and he made a trip down to the warmer weather for a week here a while back, not that long ago.
Yeah, it's a tough life.
Full Metal Digger states he's been friends with Tim for 15 years, and he's never seen these nuggets. Okay.
Well, you know, I guess sometimes it's all who you know.
Jason says a friend of his got 20 new Silver Eagles for $1,905 on Saturday at the Topeka coin shop. Well, I don't know if you guys saw the post.
That's not bad.
Our mint, the U.S. Mint, on their silver of all sizes, rounds, whatever, raised their prices. Get on there and take a look. It's, oh my God.
They've all raised their prices.
Not like the mint did.
Oh, I'm sure. You never pay a premium like you do when you get it from the mint.
Yep. So, oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking at buying those Eagles. Pony up.
Right. Or get them secondhand.
That's right.
Well, what do you say? We ready to get Tim in?
Let's get Tim in the house.
All right. We'll get Tim added in here too. I'm pretty sure he found his earbud. So here we go. There he is.
I found it.
Good.
Okay.
This guy is one of my stalwarts that goes to Alaska with us, and he's good. He got himself a dandy on that trip and some other ones. So, yes,
so what you're saying is you've seen Tim's nuggets.
Only one.
The big one.
He was probably hoping there'd be a pair of those. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
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 That would have been nice.
Yeah. Definitely. Hey, when you can find them like that, it's not a bad day.
No, it was the first day. It was like the first
day.
Hour. Like within the first hour, it's like my trip was made. Bam.
Nice. So kind of going, oh man, that's nice. The pressure's off. I got it out of the way quick.
Totally. Yeah.
So everything past that was gravy.
It was. Yeah. And I got another like 1 grammer and then a couple of small pickers, and then we did some panning. So I got some dust too, some flour gold to bring home. But I got two decent ones, you know.
Yes.
If I would have just got the 1 grammer, I would have been happy, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, nothing wrong with that.
Frank, hey, you missed a pike trip. Yeah, I did. Dang it. He's never gonna let me forget that.
You know, Frankie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't about hunting nuggets up there.
He don't forget about the fish.
No.
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
And he doesn't let anyone else forget about the fish either.
Oh, no.
Nope.
That's his gold. Hands down.
Fishing days,
Yeah.
making sure everyone's got tackle, the rods, everything they're going to need. Yeah, he's all about it. All about it.
Right. Yeah, definitely. I get it.
Yeah. So what's
No
weather like by
doubt.
you, Josh? Freezing yet?
It is cold.
Yeah, it was colder this morning. It's like 29 right now when it was snowing. But tomorrow it's supposed to be 1 for a high. So they already told us to stay home tomorrow. No work tomorrow. That's fine. Too cold.
Matter of fact, my looks like my computer says 19 degrees before the wind chill and snow statement.
This one says 15 degrees and there's 2 statements. Yeah. she's plummeting.
Yeah.
It's just
Yep.
I'm sure it's about the same.
Yeah.
Chuck.
And
yeah.
And with that wind, it just cuts.
Totally. Yeah. It's makes a big difference if they got that wind or not. They make it miserable.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Did Barks put a weather report in the chat too?
Yes, he did. 20 at his place, but he also reports it's 31 in Nome.
That's pretty bad when everybody's going, hey, that sounds good. Let's bug out to Alaska.
Let's go to Alaska for the winter.
Yeah.
That's not
Why
backwards.
not? It'll be fun, they said. We can find gold, they said.
Come up in the winter, I said, I don't need to go see the cold before it gets back to my place because I'll fly back and what was cold there drops down to us.
It sure does. It'll end up here.
Well, I think Tim had the right idea going to a warmer climate. He's probably wishing he'd have stayed.
Yep, and Tim Rush, he got there today. He's down in Aruba, him and a girlfriend, and then Ron's down there, and I get a phone message from Ron. He goes through pinpointers in that coral. It just tears them up. He needed one. He wanted me to ship it to Tim, but only give me 2 days. I can't, unless I overnight it out of Texas on a MI6. I won't get it to him. So he made a swap with a guy down there and left him an MI4, so he had that. And I shipped the guy a new MI4, so he's still in business. He's got a pinpointer. Every year, it's either a coil, a pinpointer. Chuck, you need to get this before you come here because I broke mine. Okay. Well, I didn't get it here.
Man, can't take him anywhere.
No. that working coral is tough on equipment.
It is. It's tough on everything.
You got it.
Cables, coils, pinpointers, boots, gloves, whatever.
Molasses ain't no better.
Yeah, good point. True enough.
4 days. 4 days, I destroyed a coil cover up in Nome. Speaking of which, I still need to replace that. When I was on vacation a couple weeks ago, that thing was hanging off it's only hanging on by half the coil. So you could be going along the beach, and if you got the water would come up and get underneath in between the coil cover and the coil and split them apart and
now your cover's flopping around.
Yeah, and it blows your coil up the beach, and it's flopping, and it's a mess. And sand gets in there, so it was kind of a mess.
Makes it difficult to hunt.
Yeah, not real relaxing when you got to kind of watch the waves all the time, and sometimes it's best just to leave it, an inch off the sand, but it seemed like you almost had to leave it on the sand to get the best.
Yeah, you leave it an inch off the sand, you're losing depth.
That too, and it's just like it wasn't conducting right. Like if you got it right on the sand, it seemed like it would hit something nice and hard. If you went above it, you might not even hear it. Like it wouldn't even interfere with the signal or It was, like I said, you just almost had to keep that coil right on the sand and just deal with it and fight that. I was really close to just taking the coil cover off and pitching it in one of the garbage cans and getting rid of it, and hope I didn't destroy the coil without it.
Right. What machine were you running?
I took my Equinox 800.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Okay. I got Tony Eisenhower waterproof headphones for it. It's only waterproof headphones I got. So
nice.
I took that down there. Yeah.
He makes a good set of headphones.
I've had them for a long time, and they've been through some pretty nasty weather and some pretty. I don't destroy my equipment, but I don't baby it either. So I do try and take care of it and make sure I don't ruin it on purpose. But a lot of stuff don't last for very, very long. I've only got like two things I've ever, like my lush shovel and my lush digger. The only two things I've bought that lasted 15 years. Everything else seems to kind of fall apart. But those Eisenhowers, I probably have had those over 10.
Can't go wrong with Lesh, Tim.
Nope. I love them.
Yeah. Yeah, I had Tony on the show a few years back. Good guest.
Yeah, he seemed like a good dude. At one point, I was in talks with him. I was going to go out and just get like an Airbnb for like 3 or 4 days and meet him. And he said, yeah, come on out. I'll take you some of the beaches that you see in the videos and all that stuff. And it just never panned out, but super cool dude. The first time I contacted him, he was super willing to, kind of invite me out and take me under his wing or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Very friendly and receptive.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and it just unfortunately never happened. Now I don't see him putting videos out too much at all, period, actually.
Wow, and he used to be pretty consistent about it.
Yeah, he was like a weekly guy, I think, if I remember right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, so what was the weather like on your trip?
Oh, it was nice. It was forecasted to be like 85 every day, and there was also forecasted to have a couple of days of like heavy rains, and we did have heavy rains one day, which is oddly enough was the only day the ocean was calm enough where I could actually get in chest deep, neck deep, and it was kind of wild watching the storm coming in, and then it started sprinkling, and it turned into like a tropical storm. I mean, it was first time I've ever seen water spouts. I think there was 5 at one time, but one big black one right in the center. It was like, it was kind of coming towards the island, and it kind of went up to I guess that'd be to the north, as it came towards the island, kind of split up to the north side of the island. And they all did, all kind of went over that way and disappeared, but it was pretty cool to watch. I wish I would have had a camera with me, but I was out chest deep in the water at the time. Gail had asked me to, she goes, would that metal detector find glasses? I said, do the glasses have metal in them? And she says, they're Oakleys. So they metal framed or plastic framed. And her husband's like, they're plastic frames, but they're clear, and you can see the wire frame going down the arms, and it's got the metal hinges, and it's got the metal frame around the lenses. He goes, so there is a little piece of wire inside the frames. I'm like, well, it's not much to go on. Dicey. Yeah, I said, that's not much to go on. I said, but I've been looking for a reason to get in the water anyway, so let me go put my phone and everything up on the beach and give everything to the wife, and I'll come back down here. So that's what I did. Went back down there, and they kind of gave me a rough area where they were at, and I tried to, kind of grid that area the best I could, and I never did find the glasses. And then I ended up spending the rest of the day in the water, about 5 hours. By the time I got out, my fingers were proving so bad it hurt. But there's a local guy there that detects the beach every day, mainly the water. I was out detecting it about 3 o'clock in the morning, one morning still. This thing I started at 8. I was out there until about 3, got in bed about 4. But while I was out there, I was 2 resorts down, and each resort has a security guard on the beach at night usually. And as I talked to them, they would talk to me. And one of the security guards told me that there's a local that comes there every morning at 6 a.m. and he's usually gone by 8. And it's pretty obvious and they said he hunts in the water primarily. He doesn't usually come up on the beach. And it's obvious because there's pretty clean water, and there's hundreds of people in the water each day. And to go through there and not find, I think I probably in the 8 hours I was out there 8 hours, maybe 5 hours. I think I got 4 coins, a cell phone, and maybe 6 pieces of trash. They have that many people in it daily, and only find very little, and that's quite a while to be in the water.
Yeah, that's saying something.
Yeah, he doesn't leave much behind, but
of course, when you're local like that and you're able to do that day in and day out, I imagine you get to hone your technique and be very methodical.
Oddly enough, sounds like he's actually employed to do that.
You work in
wow,
Tim?
Yeah, huh?
Does he work for the hotel?
No. He works for the local cartel.
Not good.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
That's what I was told.
Well, then I bet he's got some good equipment.
He did. He was using Excalibur. Excalibur. It's like an older one, the blue ones, not the green ones. The blue. I think it's Excalibur 1 or whatever. It was funny because the first day I went out there, I got out there kind of late, probably 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And one of the locals on the beach, he's trying to sell stuff at the shop down the beach. He comes up to me. He goes, "Hey, will that thing find gold?" I was like, "Sure." He goes, "Will it find a gold chain?" I go, "Chains are kind of hard to find." I said, "But it can find chains, yeah."
But yeah, it could.
Yesterday, he goes, "A guy lost a big, fat gold chain right down the beach over here." I was like, "Wow, really?" He goes, "Come on, follow me. I'll take you down there. I'll show you where it's at." I'm like, I don't know if I want to follow this dude around. Yeah, I just got here. We're going out for dinner pretty soon. I don't need to get in trouble right off the bat. I just think I was going to hang out right here in front of the lounge chairs in front of our resort and whatever. So the next night was when I was out there really late, and that's when I talked to the security guard. And he told me, when he was telling me about the local, he told me that he came out there that morning and found a big gold chain right there. And where he pointed was the area that guy was pointing at too. So that local got
Wow.
it. Yeah. And so the security guards, they got their ears open too, and I'm sure they're passing along information to him somehow.
Sure.
Like, this was lost. I heard that was lost, or whatever.
Oh, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
So I never did go down there and look for that chain, but I missed an opportunity. Possibly.
Because you figure they get used to, seeing people on the beach, and they know who's there all the time, and
Yeah.
pass information along.
And he seen me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I seen his boss too. And they both see me, but I'm sure they know I was just a tourist and wasn't a local invading their area. I was just a guy at the resort. I'm only going to be there a couple of days. Probably not too worried about it.
Right.
But it's obvious they don't really hunt the sand because the sand had a lot of targets in it too.
Do they groom the beach daily?
Yeah, they got a tractor with a rake on it. It picks because they got that side of the island gets a lot of seaweed. So almost every morning they're raking at least some part of the beach, whether it's in front of our resort, the one next door, the ones down the way, whatever's. That one night I was out there real late. He was out there at 2:00 in the morning raking. And he's basically doing the entire beach. He's probably doing half mile of beach. Just kind of went down to as far as he gets close to the water and just kind of made passes back and forth up all the way up until he got up to the chairs and the beach chairs and the tiki hut things.
Well, yeah.
I kind of wonder, where do you dump that thing at? That's where all your chains are at, right there.
Yeah, I imagine that the guy running the rake knows that as well, and keeps a pretty close eye out for stuff like that when he's emptying it.
Yeah, probably. I would.
Oh,
sure,
yeah.
I'm sure he's savvy to it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say.
I got a lot of the stuff under the tiki huts and then on the slope or in the wet sand, in the hard pack wet. And then I seen what I thought kind of looked like a cut, like maybe an old cut, and like earlier in our trip, but I didn't like focus on it. I mean, I made passes through there just trying to go up and down the beach. And then after like my second day, I realized that I'm getting a lot of targets in this one area that looked like that old cut. So the second to last day, I kind of focused on that area and just kind of pounded that area and kind of got, of course, the waves were too crazy and they were coming all the way to the top of the slope that day. And so I was having to chase the waves down and just kind of work my way up and fight waves. But I ended up having the best day, my second to last day on that one little section of, I think it's an old cut. Ended up getting a couple silver rings, Pandora.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I got a Pandora locket. I got
cool.
Some of that stuff.
Nice.
Where are we at?
Yeah, it's got those Pandora diamonds on it. That's cool.
Yep. And then I knew right away that I couldn't. It was pretty gray, pretty dark, but it's got a little spring here on the side, and you push it, and it unlocks. So,
Nice.
Oh.
And I was able to get that thing to function with the sand in it on the beach after being buried in that salt water. And I knew right then and there, especially because of the weight. I said, that's got to be silver. If that thing's still functioning, it's got to be.
Pandora ain't cheap either.
Uh-uh.
And I've tried looking that up. They discontinued. That's about $100 charm when it was for sale.
Yeah.
Well, there again, you can't complain about that.
No, they find a small silver chain necklace up there by one of the tiki huts.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
And in that cut, I found this little silver ring with the jade in it. It was as black as night when I pulled it out of there.
Oh, that cleaned up real nice.
Yeah, it did.
I mean, if you zoom in on it, it's really pitted up from being in the salt water, but I got it pretty clean.
You've been there a while then.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then that same day I found, which this is, I told Josh yesterday when we were talking, I found this thing. It's a massive silver ring.
I was going to say that's silver.
It's huge, but when I dug it up, it was black. All right, pitch black. That right there kind of was like, boy, that could be silver. It's black. But the signal was like lower than a zinc penny, or like right at a zinc penny signal. And I was thinking, well, if that was a silver ring, that thing would clearly ring up way higher than.
Yeah, you would think higher than that.
It was like a 17 or 18 or something, if I remember correctly when I dug it up. So when I got
that
home,
is low for one that size.
Yeah, and I haven't checked it. I haven't air tested it since. But when I got home, I was talking to Josh. I was like, "This is gonna work out better. I'll get a chance to clean all my coins up and figure out what I got." So I split all the coins in half, threw half in one drum, threw the other half in the other drum, and I said, "You know what? I'm gonna grab that black thing and throw it in there, because if it is something good, this should clean it up. The coins should clean it up."
Okay, ORH is making a comment for you. That's because the band isn't connected.
That very well could be. Yeah, it wasn't a nice like doesn't a ring usually gives me a double hit. It was definitely not a double hit. It was more of a broken, crappy signal. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, threw this thing in the tumbler.
Threw them in the tumbler.
Yeah, I threw it in the tumbler, and when I pulled the tumblers off, the very first drum I unscrewed, I pulled the cap off, and that thing was sitting right on top, looking back at me, and it did not look like it looked like when I dropped it in there. It was black. It came out white. I was like, oh, yeah, that's silver. For sure. No ifs. So that was a nice, pleasant surprise, and I'm pretty stunned on the weight of it. I'm thinking maybe we'll have the chat guess how much that thing weighs.
Ooh. There you go.
Where are we at here? Trying to think. So here's a $50. This will help you guys kind of figure out how big it is.
That's a big ring. That really shows the size of that ring.
And
Good grief.
Yeah, and it's pretty wide.
I'll blow these out at you. 11.5 from Swansea. Digging Buddy, 20 grams. That's the only two. Oh, Dennis says 1.75 ounces.
That's not a ring. That's a hood ornament.
Let me write this down before I forget it. Okay. That's what it weighed. I had to think.
3.84 grams from ORH.
Way too low.
Randy. Barb, 25 grams.
Close.
Is anybody close yet? Yay or nay?
Swansea's kind of close.
Okay. 16, Randy DeMario was the last one I got. 9.5 from Phil.
Right in the middle.
38.4 from ORH.
Too high.
13 grams from Barb.
Too high.
10 grams from Melissa.
Melissa's real close. Really close.
0.66 ounce.
Yeah. 10.5 grams. Barb
got it.
10.5.
Barb nailed it, huh?
It's 10.51 grams, so it's exactly 1/3 of a troy ounce.
That is a chunky ring.
It's a beefy ring.
Yes, it is.
And to hold it in your hand, when I picked it up, like, man, it's heavy, but why did it must not be silver. It came in really low for a ring.
Is it stamped?
There is, but you can barely see it. It looks like 2 Roman numerals and then SC. That's what I can make out the best. I had it in the daylight. Actually, I can kind of see it here. So, yeah, it still looks like the Roman number 2.
Have you tested it?
No, I have not tested it.
Is it possible it could be gold?
I don't know. I've never seen gold turn black like that. I've seen gold turn brown.
Well, that's true. That's true.
I've seen gold at
water brown.
Yeah. At low carat.
Yeah, 10 karat usually will come out if it's been in the water a long time.
It comes out kind of goofy.
Yeah,
I've
it'll
pulled
come
class
out
rings out of the
darker.
water like from the 1920s. So they've been in the water for about 60 to 80 years, and they're not yellow like gold, but you know they're gold. There's no tarnish on them. They're just like a chocolatey color, like a brown.
RH is asking if it was platinum. I found platinum rings. I've never had one black. But
No, maybe dark gray.
Well, yeah, will platinum tarnish like a silver will, like silver oxide build up?
It can, like, it could wind up turning up dark gray, but I wouldn't think it'd come up black. Either way, it'd be interesting to have that tested just to see one way or another what it is.
Yeah. So I just had one of the. I was planning on doing a giveaway tonight, and everyone just kind of answered one of my questions. So, and Barbet got the question right.
Right. Which maybe we'll let her suffer and tell her towards the end what she won.
Yeah.
Well, she's Barbara got the first one, so I gotta write this down here.
Now they're wondering what kind of ring.
I am too. And now you guys, well, what's SC? That's got to be silver or something, right? Or that's a maker's mark. The Roman number.
It could be a hallmark.
Yeah.
Hallmark SC.
Probably, obviously, I would have to guess foreign, but
yeah, I'm assuming it's foreign too.
Hallmark SC.
I tried Googling and it kept steering me towards South Carolina because that SC.
It did. It popped up South Carolina.
Yeah. And I tried everything to steer it away from that with some different, just word it differently, and it just kept coming back to South Carolina.
Usually on platinum, I see a PT.
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't know if rings made of palladium 100%. They use the palladium with the gold to get your white gold.
To get the white gold, yeah.
Maybe I got it upside down and it's ZS. I don't
know. Nope, I'm not coming up with anything like that.
Right.
Right.
Now it looks like SZ. I don't know. It's hard to make out. It's kind of pitted, I think, probably from being in the salt water. It's not pitted.
Right, which is going to make it harder to identify.
Yeah, gold and platinum won't pit in salt water.
Yeah.
No, not normally.
This little ring with the emerald in it, this one's pitted up pretty good. So, and this one is
silver will pit.
Yeah, I don't think this one's stamped either. So, but I'm assuming this one's for sure 925. This one held up a little bit better. Don't have the pitting that you would see. So I'm wondering if this is coin silver,
see, that's what I was kind of wondering.
Or is it a higher grade, or is it 999 or something, or 95, or if it's
yeah.
So, or maybe it's a different
sort of alloy.
Yeah, percentage alloy. Yeah. Could be a nose ring. Yeah.
I'm watching comments, Tim.
Yeah. Well.
Onesie. So, NORH.
So I should have given my email address, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Ha! Give it to me. I'll figure it out.
So, well, we got a little break here. Last week, I told you, if you followed some of the posts that I put up on Quad City Histories, there's several of them up there.
Yep, both on Chuck's timeline and the Metal Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound group.
On both spots. and they're very good. I mean, they're good history. Okay. We'll be talking about that later. That's a 53 red seal that is just phenomenal in shape. So we'll give that out later. That's something we're going to give away. So I hope you did your homework because somebody's going to win that.
What's the red seal, Chuck?
That is the early
1953
red seal $2 bill.
So the blue is for silver. What's the red for?
Red is a note, what they call a United States note.
Okay.
And they were doing those, so we're going to give that out tonight. And Tim's got some surprises yet to come, so pay attention, folks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Put my email address in the chat there. You guys email me your addresses that email, and I can mail the stuff out to you. Should I tell Barb what she's going to win?
I know the suspense is killing her. That's why I said maybe we should wait and tell her towards the end.
Well, they're going to get progressively a little bit better. So.
Oh, well then maybe we should tell her what she won.
Yeah, it's going to start. I'm starting out simple. Barb will win a sticker. One of my first holographic stickers. Go digger.
Just a little.
And Barb, I'll throw a couple extras in there for the kids too. And throw them in the giveaway for the next winter.
There you go. Well, I'm sure she appreciates that.
I hope so. Nothing super special, but thanks for playing along.
Right?
Yeah, so the detecting down there was, it was fun. I don't think that anyone has detected, especially like up in the dry, like another customer of the resort in quite a while, actually. There was plenty to keep you busy. The section right in front of our resort, I hammered it pretty good and it got kind of quiet, and then I would start to venture out either to the left or the right. But there was still, plenty of targets to be found in the dry. And if I went out headed to the water and went to the left, there was a big pier down there, and the closer you got to that pier, the trashier it got. So didn't tend to go to the left too much. Kind of kept going to the right. And that cut that I ended up doing so well in was off to the right too. So that was another reason why I kind of focused in on that area.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Well, certainly nothing wrong with that at all.
No. Anybody want to take a guess of how many coins I found that I brought home for the next prize?
Yeah, we'll see here.
That's including all the Dominican coins.
Here they come.
Yep. 37 Swansea, 48 Barb, 156 from Randy, Digging Buddy, 82, 50 Ted, Full Metal, 27. ORH gave you 3.
Come on, Bill.
Bill, 31.
I think that's Jason. He's kind of close. Jason
Ware's at 120.
He's kind of close.
Okay. Barb, 79. Digging Buddy, 42. Swansea's back to 69.
Now they're honing in on it.
Yep, Dennis, 137.
118 ORH, Barb 112. Frankie 27.
125, 130, 115.
Dancing all around it.
122. Man, they're all over the place.
They are.
Janet 122, Frankie 126.
There's been a number on both sides of it. Somebody's missed it by one in each direction.
Wow.
0, Digging Buddy says.
No, they're better than 0.
Yeah, I mean, he had coins in both drums of the tumbler.
Yeah, good point.
Was your coin mix more foreign versus U.S.?
Yes. Yeah, I did way. If I could get this, I'm going to keep an eye on the chat. When they get it, I'll try and. I got everything on a paper plate. I was thinking about just doing this chat on my phone. I'm doing it on a laptop instead. So I can't really move the camera.
121, 129, Phil, Barb 121, 121, Janet. 22,
146, 119.
122.
Man, Barb was close a couple times.
Melissa 131, Phil 117, Bob 120, Swansea 126, Randy DeMario 144, RH 132, 124, Barb. It's got to be in there. 121.
Not in there.
128 from Swans. Phil Bortner 118. 123. Melissa 121. Phil 125. He's working it.
124, 121, 120.
26. 1,133 from Janet. 1271 RH.
Here's a curveball.
How many?
Here.
119.
Digging Buddy wants to know if you found a half cent or something.
No.
No. There you go.
No half cents. Turn your volume down.
10, 5 million. That's a good number.
Maybe 5 million.
Don't we wish?
Oh, Lord. All around it.
If I take a picture with my phone, can you?
107, 105. I'm throwing in the towel, Digging Buddy said. 115, 107 from Barb.
127 and a half.
23.475.
Barb.
She got it?
Got it again.
What?
10. I got 110 coins I brought home. Counting all the foreign jobbers and all the U.S. coins. You're in it.
Well,
Great.
I don't care.
then I guess what's behind door number 2 for Barb?
How about that? How about an ill digger hat?
There you go. Nice hat, too.
Yeah, stylish.
Yep, brand new, fresh out of the box.
Well, you can't beat that.
Yeah. Thanks, Bill. $110, too late. Yeah, so like I said, the beach was far from being hunted out. As you can see, I got 110 coins I brought home. I probably threw 10 more zinc pennies away, U.S. zinc pennies. Once I brought them home, what's that?
They don't last in the salt water.
No. I brought them home, tumbled them. Once they came out of the tumbler, they were still, had white sand crustaceans stuck to them. I pitched them. Yep. And surprisingly, the pesos, they were pretty nasty looking too. But after a tumble, a lot of them are. I think you could probably spend those things again.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Digging Buddy thinks that 120 was a good test.
Yeah. So here, I'll see if I can. Where are we at here?
There you go. There, you're on. At least on mine. Euros.
Yeah, these are all 10 pesos. These are all 5s. And these are all 25s. And then these are all foreign coins, a couple different countries.
Oh,
Man, he needed a week to clean up all that.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I mean, I did a lot of digging, and there was days on the beach where in the 3 or 4 hours I'd be out there, I'd have to dump my bag once or twice.
Wow.
It'd be full of crap. You know, it only takes one beer can. I had a little beach bag. I didn't have my great big relic bag with me. I took a little thin little beach bag with me.
Mm-hmm.
So it only takes one or two beer cans to fill that thing up. But you start throwing in all the bottle caps and pull tabs and foil wrappers and
Yeah, the pouch gets full quick.
Sure does. And throw a beer can in there and she's full. Or a cell phone that takes up some space too. I found
they get heavy.
Two different two iPhones down there. One was up in the sand. One was out in the water. Both of them were shot.
Oh.
Well, there's at least 6 grams of silver.
I left those there.
See, he's doing so well, he can just throw silver away.
Yeah, right. So what was the other?
So anyway,
I didn't see. Like I said, I only seen the one other detectorist, the local guy. There wasn't any other.
That surprises me.
Yeah, I was really kind of surprised to hear that it was basically just him and a local.
Yeah.
Granted, maybe somebody was out there when he didn't notice, but you would think that there would have been more.
Yeah. There was so we went down there for Jennifer's cousin's like honeymoon, just and hang out with them during their honeymoon. They wanted someone to travel with, so we went down there, and her husband was on a Facebook group for the resort leading up to our trip, and he stayed on it throughout the week we were there. And he said that some gal got on the Facebook group and posted a question saying that she wanted to know if the resort allowed metal detecting on the beach because her dad was coming down for the wedding. So evidently they're coming down to get married. And
nice.
He metal detects, and he wanted to know if the resort allowed metal detecting. So I guess somebody got in the chat and said, well, they must, because there's a guy on the beach detecting today. So they're talking about me.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't take much to figure out who's being talked about there, huh?
Which resort did you stay at?
We stayed at, what is it? Not Sandals. Secrets Royals Beach.
Cool.
Yeah. Pretty nice.
Good. Well, if you go down there, you can stay at that particular hotel, Hunt the Beach.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool.
Well, and I imagine it's a good possibility that local hunts all up and down along all of those.
Good.
Yeah, I'm sure. He probably that's probably why he's only there. He probably knows the hot spots. He goes out and knows where the hard pan is at in the certain spots where the stuff collects, goes out and checks it and boogies on. Probably goes down to the next stretch and goes out or to go down there too, probably.
I'll be back. I think I got a dog to put out.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, when you're hunting the same terrain like that day in and day out, it doesn't take long to figure out where your hot spots are.
No, and like you say, you're there every day. You know what it feels like underfoot when you're standing out there in the sand. It's best to be. You don't want to be standing in soft, mushy sand because that's usually new sand. Fresh sand is just moved in.
Oh yeah, yep.
Usually burying the heavy stuff that was already there. So you like to try and find a nice hard pack bottom where you can tell this isn't new fluffy sand. The new fluffy sand has actually probably been pushed off of this area. It's somewhere else now. It's either out or up the beach.
Right.
Chances are you probably walk through that soft, mushy stuff getting out to the hard pack, which is what I found. I started walking out there. I was like, oh my God, this is like the bottom of it was kind of like in the wash area. So it was really wavy. The bottom of it was really not flat. So you get another, just keep waiting out there another 10 steps or so. And all of a sudden it gets a little bit deeper, but it also gets super flat and super hard. You're basically walking on pavement almost, but you're in chest deep water at the time.
Oh, wow.
And that's where that guy would hang out. When I seen him go out in the water, basically the only thing I could see of him the entire time he was out there was his head, his shoulders and his head.
So he was getting just as far out there as he could.
No, because I didn't know it's because that's where the hard pack was at.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing the same thing, just getting out there and just staying in that hard bottom. And anything that falls on that hard bottom is pretty much still sitting right on the top. Ain't much digging to do.
Well, that's a good point too. Yeah.
You still got to deal with the waves being that deep. And the one thing I noticed about him, he never turned his head to the wave. He was always facing out into the ocean. So
yeah. Well, you can't afford to
take a wave to the back of the head or something. Yeah. So he was constantly checking in every night. You'd see him kind of jump up and trying to keep his head above the wave.
Yeah, you've got to. I mean, when coastal water hunting is a whole lot different than inland.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
And man, I've hunted in Lake Michigan. In those waves, I mean, they'll knock you down just as hard as
yeah, you got to watch the waves there too.
Yeah. So I mean, but to be in like a river, I mean, you got to worry about the current. But like a pond or something, you're not going to usually have to deal with that. But
no, not at all. Not normally, anyway.
Nope. I found out what it's like to get caught by a pretty big wave down in Aruba.
Yeah.
Picked me up.
Spit you right out on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also found out that's probably the deepest I've ever been out into the ocean. I mean, I detected in Jamaica and down in Florida a couple of times, and never had the opportunity to get way out there because the water is always too rough or for whatever reason. But now I see the benefit of using a weight belt. You get out there and you only got to go out there one more inch. You just got to get this much deeper, and all of a sudden you start to float. In one spot, the next spot you are floating. So you go to step on your scoop, all of a sudden you have no weight, and you can't dig a hole.
And especially when you're in the hard pack, it's hard to do anything at that point.
Yeah, you basically got to try and scuff it across the top. You're not going to be digging in.
Did you see any sharks, rays, or jellyfish, according to ORH?
I didn't see any of that stuff, but one night when I was out there late at night, there was a lot of big white lights. It's like most like floodlights along the beach. And that was basically so the night security guys can make sure the locals aren't coming down to the beach or doing whatever they're not supposed to be doing. But I was hunting that big slope, and the lights were glaring off of that slope because it was wet. A wave came up, and I go, oh, man, I thought I just seen something moving around like right at the wash. So I kind of walked down there real fast and said, well, whatever it is, it's gone now. But about that time I got down, and another wave comes up in that same exact spot, and the wave disappears, and there's a crab sitting there. I was like, oh, it's a crab. I scooped it up quick, rinsed it off, and got to looking at his like super white little crab. I don't know, 4 inches around maybe.
Cool.
Wow.
So that was my extent of wildlife. I think I've seen some pelicans. That was kind of cool. We don't see those around here too often. Never. Yeah, other than that, we've seen a couple of, like feral dogs on the beach. There's cats everywhere.
We get the pelicans around here by the flock.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Not here.
Cool. So, we ready to give something else away here?
Yeah.
Should we give that out? What do you think, Tim?
Go for it. I like it.
Okay.
I'm not going to play for it.
I posted quite a few things up on my page and Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound on the history of the Quad City area, the Quad Cities. And this guy has done a fantastic job setting these up to watch and listen to. And there's the one on a gangster, and he was probably the worst that was ever in the Quad Cities. And if you guys watch that, even states on the run in and that the number one gangland leader from Chicago was actually afraid of him because a lot of people disappeared. Now, if you paid attention, you listened to that. There was a movie made on this guy from the Quad Cities. Did anybody try and figure out what that movie is? And it's a very famous movie, and it's on Looney. Or Looney, excuse me. What's the name of that movie? Yeah, Al Capone was afraid of him. Looney was that bad. People just would disappear. Poof, gone. First guy to
Yep, and so's your prize.
Yep, Dennis Grettencourt. Tom Hanks played him in The Road to Perdition. And that was all about Rock Island and the Quad Cities and Davenport. He was set up in Davenport and Rock Island. And he had, I think, 110 different saloons and brothels in the Quad City area that he ran. And basically his booze was coming out of Capone. Then he got into it with Capone, but Capone never fought him on it. He was afraid to. He was afraid of him because Looney had people that just showed up in the freaking shadows, bang, you're dead, and they'd leave. Way to go, Dennis. The Road to Perdition.
Yep. Congratulations, Dennis. Barb swears he cheated.
I never even heard of that movie.
Oh, Jay Morris said it was the Tom Hanks movie. Look it up, watch it. It'll have you on your edge of your seat.
And a nice price to John Dillinger.
Yeah, John Dillinger didn't make Quad Cities that we know of.
Now you're talking about my area.
Yeah, but Capone and company were here through Looney.
Because around here, Dillinger's a historic name. He robbed one of the banks. He broke out of one of the jails. He hid out just a couple miles outside of town here.
You go out to central Iowa, it's Bonnie and Clyde.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually broke in and raided a federal armory out in central Iowa.
Yeah, we've all kind of got our little claims to fame.
So, Dennis, you get a $2 bill. Oh, anybody want to print in there what the $2 bill was famous for, what they used them for?
It's a very nice one, though.
Oh, it's excellent.
Nice flat one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are right. You are right, ORH. Old Soapy Smith owned a city, Skagway. So cool. There'll be another one coming down the line on some of this stuff I'm posting, and do your homework on the Rock Island line.
Yeah, see, it pays to do your homework.
That's right. That's all right. So Dennis, next meeting, we'll get that to you. Your turn, Tim.
My turn. Are we gonna do another giveaway?
Well, that's up to you.
That's up to you.
No, I got something else to give away. So, another random guess question. This one will probably go pretty fast. I was thinking, we got coins from quite a few countries.
Hmm.
So you guess how many countries I found coins from?
Oh, interesting. Well, they're already going 3, 8, 15. Barb and Barb and Barb.
Barb's trying to go 3 for 3.
7, 3, 6.
Barb did get it again.
Oh,
What number was it?
8.
8. Eight different countries.
She got 7, 8, and 9. And I got what did I get? 5. I got 5 euros. One was for friends. I got 4 more coins from 4 other countries. I just don't know what countries they're from.
Oh.
But I can count 8 for sure. One of the euros is from Finland, so I counted that as a country, its own coin, its own country. But I've got coins from Chile, coin from Colombia, Mexico, Canada, and then this one I'm not sure if this is maybe you guys can help me out. It's 25. It's like Kopek or whatever it is.
Oh, that's Russian.
Is it Russian?
yeah, I was going to say that's not Canadian. That's a Russian coin.
Yeah, this is a Canadian dime though. I found those stainless steel ones or whatever they are.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, I got 5 different euro cents. I got a 1 euro. I guess I got 2 1 euros, a 10-cent euro, a 2-cent euro, and a 1-cent euro. This little dinky one.
Cool.
Here's the
Wow.
2-center. This is the Finland one. I'm trying to get this light right. And then the 2 1 euros.
Huh.
So Barb, what size t-shirt you wear?
Right. He's running out of stuff to give you, Barb.
I got an Digger shirt. Medium? Okay. You got it.
Get out of there.
3X, Phil. A, I know that's a lie. B, I don't have that size.
Yeah, I mean, you can't pull that, Phil. Tim's actually met Barb.
Yeah, and Phil.
Yep.
7X ego size. That's funny. Yeah, so that was fun. Yeah, I found more. I actually found a lot more coins than I thought I was going to find. I didn't think I'd find that many.
I'd almost bet though you would have waited true and got at least 1 gold coin or 1 gold ring. Excuse me.
Yeah, if I would have found that cut and kind of recognized that, I thought, man, it looked good. And every time I went through there, I got a coin or something. I pretty much found when I got there, I kind of much found that kind of coin line where I was able to go down the beach a long ways and come back at that same elevation and find targets. So when that kind of dried up, I got to that one spot and it turned out to be that cut area. Seems like I just had to keep going back and forth in there, and I could winkle something out of there. Eventually, it got quiet, but I'd go eventually go back to your room for the night, give it the whole night, and the next morning, or whatever, I come back out there the next afternoon, and that little area would be lit up again with more targets.
Right.
Right.
So if I had recognized that cut area earlier in the week, I may have. There's probably a golden rig laying on that slope right there. If not, there's definitely one laying down there by the pier. If you got the patience and the time to wade through all that crap, because what is the beer down there? Presidente, I think is the name of the beer down there. Green, put the P on it. And for whatever reason, when you're in beach mode on the Equinox, whatever those caps are made out of, that machine just loves it. It's like they're made out of nickel or something. It will not lay off one of those Presidente caps. Even if they're half rotted, it still hits it.
Wow. Must be made out of zinc.
Yeah, there's got to be something
in there. A lot of bottle caps out of zinc.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, because that's about where they came in, like a 15 to 18, somewhere in there. Like, that's almost a coin signal. What's going on here? I thought maybe it's the program. Yeah. That I don't usually hunt in beach, but down there, was I trying to hunt part 2 or something? I think I started off at, and I also learned this. It took me a couple of days to figure it out. That once I walked to the resort, once I hit the sand, that's when I turned my metal detector on. And right there where the sand started, there's a couple tiki huts in one of their little shacks where they sell waters and drinks and stuff on the beach. Between the pavement and that little hut, there's all kinds of like EMI. So it's just the machine would flip out. When I first hit the beach, I turned my machine on, it started flipping out. I'm like, oh my God, this sucks. So I got to figure out something stable. So I started going through the programs. So that beach one was nice and stable. So that's what I ended up hunting in throughout the week. And then come to find out that I figured out that little section of the beach. Once you walk through there, you basically can't hunt it.
Then it all.
Not efficiently anyway. I mean, it's aggravating. You're getting false signals. And it's nothing there. It's just, but the first couple of days I walked through there, and if there was something non-ferrous laying in there, it would jump out at you. So I did get some stuff there. As a matter of fact, that first iPhone I dug was just not far from that little hut. But about right where it started getting quiet is where I found the phone.
Yeah, and then you couldn't miss that.
No, that was a nice.
Them things are screaming signals.
Yeah, on the Equinox, it's like a quarter, $50 signal, a nice high tone. You can't miss them.
Well, I'll tell you what, folks, we're past our due, and everybody's watching the game.
Yeah, I see that.
Our bears are down. Damn. But there's a lot of game left.
Okay.
Give the ball in 1 minute to go, and it seems like they score.
Right. Comeback kids, right?
Yeah. Yes. But thanks for being on, buddy. I'm going to get out of here.
No problem. Nice.
Wrap it up, and I'm going to go up there and listen to my wife do a play-by-play in her terminology that is definitely to listen to. So anyhow, which is, I've got to explain what a wide receiver is versus a tailback and end, and that guy in the middle that takes the ball, which is the quarterback. But
yeah,
but she loves the Bears, and that's great. So
we'll be in touch, Chuck.
Yeah, and it won't be long. We'll be scooting north.
Yep. I think I told you I bought my trip from Anchorage to Nome and back. I still haven't bought the one to Chicago and back yet.
Okay. Well, all we got to do is get you to Anchorage.
Yep.
There you go.
Sounds like you've got part of the equation.
Yes.
Well, that's the hard.
I don't blame him.
That's the hard flight to get anyways. That's one you don't want to miss. So I just grabbed that one. It was available. Grab it. And then this one I can shop for a little bit. So.
All right, my friend. Good night.
Yeah, guys. Thanks, guys.
I see.
All right.
So given the opportunity, Tim, would you pick Alaska or where you were hunting to go back to? I'm going to guess Alaska.
You mean down by in Punta Cana?
Yeah.
Um, I like Alaska.
I mean, with the weather, it might be a toss up, but
Yeah, and you gotta make my own drinks in Alaska too.
well, yeah, that's true.
Exactly
But
all kind of.
I'll bet the nuggets are better though.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, but the next hoorah is going to be Digstock. Going down to Digstock 12 in March. Me, my buddy Dave, and my buddy Jeff going down for the
There you go.
3-dayer Digstock 12. Sounds like a pretty interesting
Right.
property. Yeah, should be fun.
Nice. And with
Don't
seeing,
forget
because
your address. I'm sorry, Josh.
right, and with seeing the prices that's been going on with gold and silver, because I'm sure you've been watching it too.
From
What do you
afar,
think
yeah.
What do you think that's going to do to hunts going forward from this point?
Well, I've already heard what's happened to some of them. Some people are canceling their hunts this year, trying to save money so they can buy silver for next year. But it's definitely affecting the hunts. It's good, to the point where it's either too expensive or impossible to get the silver, from what I've been
Yeah,
hearing. But
yeah,
and
I've
then
even seen some that are accepting silver for registration, but when you stop and factor in how much it costs to obtain that silver if you don't already have it sitting around that you're willing to part with, that's a
right,
pretty quality registration.
yeah. I mean, I don't know what it costs, but imagine going able to buy a registration for 8 silver quarters or something, or a dozen
Right?
dimes, 20 dimes or something. I mean, I don't know what it costs. I know people have done that for years. They've taken silver for entry fees in the past. I just don't know what the ratio was then. I'm sure,
Mm-hmm.
as you know, it's going to be way different now.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But with going back to Alaska, price of gold sure looks nice to you, I'm sure.
Yeah, but then you got to sell that too. And some of those like same thing. They're hard. They're hard to obtain. I have a hard time parting with them.
Right?
Like
Yeah.
Chuck suggested, they'll maybe get it. If I do get a nice nugget, maybe have one made into a pendant, or that one smaller one I found on my first trip. That would be
Yeah,
kind of
that
cool.
I think that'd be pretty cool. You go
Yeah,
well with the pendant you got.
yeah.
I think
It'll be
so anyway.
Yep.
And as far as I know, we still have the link to your YouTube channel in the description. So is there anything else you would like to plug before we let you go?
Mm, that's about all I got. So the Instagram and YouTube are my social medias. So that's about all I got to plug. Like I said, I'm gonna be down at Digstock. If anybody sees me down there, come over, say hi. I'm gonna bring some more stickers and stuff to pass out. And then I'll see Chuck, and well, I'm not gonna see Frank because he's going the week before me. But I'll be going to Alaska in August. So that's about
Right?
it, Josh. Thanks for having me.
Oh, there was one other question. I got to catch the replay of it, but very well done show. What do you think first time out with Rob?
He caught me. He, as a guest, he caught me off guard a couple of times. So I mean, I got to go back and rewatch it, and I was like, oh, I totally missed what he was getting at there. So, but, and then another thing, when I had everything set up down here, it was I kept like staring off to the side, trying to look at my phone and watch the chat, and it's kind of a mess, but it was fun. Rob's, his format's completely different than a lot of other people's.
Uh huh.
Oh, you said you got to see the replay. It's unfortunate he put a lot of work into that history clip thing, and for
He did.
the yeah, ton of work. It was beautiful, and for whatever reason, the audio didn't work during the broadcast, so that kind of stunk. But
Right. But still, I mean, you're bound to have at least a little bit of technical difficulty. It seems like first time out. It just it's one of those things that it takes a little bit of time, and he'll get it all worked out. And I'm sure the next one should go pretty smooth. And
yeah,
really, the first one did, all things considered.
yeah, my one of my earbuds went dead during so it caused a big echo. So he had to cut my sound, and he jumped to his video. Then all of a sudden, that didn't have sound. So it was kind of bang bang. But overall, I think it went pretty good, and I'm sure he's pretty pleased with it. Other than those couple little glitches.
Yeah, I know. I had spoke to him about 2 weeks before the show, I think it was, and he was excited to have you on as his kind of guest co-host for the first show, because I'm pretty sure he had mentioned it on that episode, but you actually inspired him to start hunting abroad.
Yeah, it was either on this. Actually, he said it was on Relics Radio. I was a guest on there one time, and they asked me about the gold ingot that I found over there, and Rob just happened to be tuned in that night, and he heard about it, and from what the way he put it to me, it basically just blew his mind. It led to nothing but questions for him, and it's like somewhere he needed to go check out immediately. So yeah, he reached out to me within a couple of days, and like he said, he's like, just start telling me about this. What I got to do? What's the routine? What's it cost?
Right.
I want to go with you, and all this stuff. And I told him it takes a while to plan. Don't wait for me. If you can get into a barn, go. Don't wait for me. So and that's what he did. He took all my advice, and like he said in his story, he's told it a couple times that during that trip, they took him to the field where I found the gold ingot. Told everybody that's where the gold ingot was found. Told them where in the field it was found, and he ended up finding a hammered gold. I think it was a noble or half noble or something, King James, in that same nowhere near where the ingot was found, but it's a massive field. But it was regardless, it was still in the same field. So it's kind of funny that the story that led him to being in that country at the time,
Right, to take the trip.
Take the trip, go with the same exact club that I went with. The barn leader takes him to that same exact field, and that's where he finds a hammer gold coin on his first trip. I mean, it's kind of a cool story.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And he was just hooked. He's not looked back since.
Yeah, I think he's about caught up to me in England trips since then. And I'd already been there. I think I'd already been there 3 or 4 times since when he heard the story.
Right. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I wanted to make sure and mention that too before we rolled out of here. So I imagine we've probably kept you for a little longer than maybe you had been planning on.
That's all right. I'm going to grab a bite to eat, though. But yeah, thanks again for having me on, Josh. It was fun to talk about it and kind of show off some of this stuff.
Yeah, no doubt. Definitely good to catch up again, too. So I will bid you a good evening.
All right, my friend. Good night.
We'll see you, Tim. Thanks again. All right, so obviously Illinois Digger there. You can check him out on YouTube. We do have his link down in the description there somewhere. He is one of the YouTube channels that we promote, just like Barks and a few others. As we roll out, looks like gold's setting at 46.77. Silver's dipped back down below 94 again, 93.47. Platinum's $2,367. Palladium, $1,818. Interesting. Either way, we thank Tim for taking the time to be on with us tonight. And like we mentioned earlier in the show, you may want to stay tuned. We've got some different perspectives on what's going on with gold and silver coming up in the pipeline somewhere. Until then, if you enjoyed the show, make sure and throw us a like. You can follow us here, Beyond Sight and Sound on YouTube, Beyond Sight and Sound on Facebook, Metal Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound Facebook group, all the wonderful podcast distribution services, wherever you may find them, because we are on a lot of them. Good grief. Like the video, hype the video, whatever it is that you feel like doing. And we'll catch you on the next one. We're out of here. We sure are glad you found us here tonight. Thanks for dropping by and joining in. If you like metal detecting, treasure hunting, gold prospecting, or even entertaining discussion, check us out Wednesdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern, on your favorite podcast distribution services.